something that stares us in the face every day, either directly or indirectly. And we're talking about blood pressure, hypertension, how to manage this. And this is one conversation you do not want to miss on the show this morning. It looks like life just gets so busy that we sometimes forget to pay attention to our health. So on the show we thought, hey, let us bring it to you if you are not paying attention to it. And we have joining us a PR of Association of Public Health Physicians of Nigeria, Lagos branch, resident doctor at Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Dr. Lillian Ajayi. Good morning. Hey, welcome to the Morning Brief. Dr. Ajayi, this is something that gives people anxiety, just hearing about that conversation or hearing that, let's check your blood pressure. It gives some people anxiety, and we want to find a way to present the right information to people about their lifestyle, how to manage these issues, and if they can actually surmount this challenge altogether. And that's why we're having this conversation with you. But just perhaps the worry that I've been seeing now, particularly for young people, is the prevalence of high blood pressure amongst people less than 30. And I've been looking at the data and I'm thinking, what exactly is going on? Maybe we can start off from there, because there was a time people had thought, well, it's something for the older ones. Okay, once you're above 50, 60, then you have to be concerned. But what's going on with young people, Dr. Chai?
Okay, thank you for that. So normally we know that hypertension is a chronic condition that is characterized by persistently elevated blood pressure. So when a person's blood pressure is above 140/90, we can say that, okay, this person is hypertensive, especially if there's been two or more readings on different occasions of this elevations. So basically, why like you mentioned, younger people are being noticed to be hypertensive. So usually we know that people usually say that we notice that it occurs usually in old age, right? But with younger people, so when there's a family history, for instance, your parents are hypertensive, it puts a younger person at risk. And when these things are not paid attention to early enough, if a person still ends up participating or engaging in things that would not help to manage their blood pressure levels, this high blood pressure tends to manifest earlier, and it's things that we need to pay more attention to, basically. So this is kind of why we're having this conversation, also to speak to things that people can do to help to manage and even prevent this hypertension before they start to see manifestations.
Because, even looking at Nigeria's prevalence, the prevalence of hypertension in Nigeria, it's higher than the global average. So clearly this is a conversation we need to have, very importantly. So let's talk about the lifestyle. The lifestyle part of the conversation. So there is, as you said, the hereditary bit, something that it is passed on. Again, people wonder, but where did our parents or grandparents get it from, right? Because life seemed easier then. There was no issues about stress. They also had a very healthy lifestyle, going to the farm, eating, fresh fruits and fresh products, as it were. So they always wonder, where did our parents and grandparents get it from? But let's talk about us right now. So what are the lifestyle trends that make people prone to hypertension, and what lifestyle changes should people begin to look at?
So just to speak to what you said about older individuals having it. So usually as we age, our arteries tend to get stiffer. So this is one of the main reasons why older people are the ones that usually are hypertensive compared to the other age demographics. So basically, this is what usually happens. But speaking to the lifestyle, the risk factors, and also changes that can be made. So the first thing would be healthy diet. So it is very important that we maintain a healthy diet, because this contributes to high blood pressures if it's not done, if it's not managed properly. So there's something called the DASH diet. It's an acronym for Dietary Approach to Stop Hypertension. So basically, some researchers came together and they noticed that people that followed more plant-based diets were noticed to have lower blood pressures compared to other people. And so this is basically what the DASH diet is about, focusing on fruits, vegetables, their lean protein, chicken, fish, and eggs, and things like that. So this is basically saying that for us to have a healthy diet, we must incorporate fruits, vegetables into our diet. Ensure that we try to stay away from fat saturated foods also. And another important thing is salt, to reduce salt intake. So the recommended amount of salt intake daily is it should be about 2 gram per day. So this is how we can measure this, is to say, okay, less than half a teaspoon of salt basically. So this is the recommended daily amount of salt that we should have. Okay, because higher levels of daily salt intake has been linked to this hypertension, heart conditions, and other things coming up. So healthy diet is the first thing that we should pay attention to. Second would be regular exercise. So exercise is very important. Some people could think that, okay, because they go through physical some form of, I would say it's stress basically. So having to go to work and physical stress is not the same as exercise. So exercise is intentional. You have to plan for it. It's structured and it's controlled. So basically, you're doing it with the intention to achieve fitness and health. So it's important. So if we can do at least 30 minutes for most days in a week, if you can do 30 minutes 5 days a week, that is going to be very, very beneficial to individuals to achieve good health. And these things are not even just good for hypertension alone. They also help to improve general health outcomes. So that's the second. The third would be to manage stress. Stress management, very, very important. So this is Lagos, Nigeria. A lot of people have to work. It's completely impossible to eliminate stress, but we have to find ways to manage stress. We can take time out to have some deep breathing exercises, meditations, yoga. We could go online to check for these exercises. We can just sit at home and practice this and do some of them. So finding time to relax, to de-stress is also very important.
Very important, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say, on a final note, sleep, right? Very important. So she talked about your diet, talked about physical exercise activities, ensure that you clock in at least 30 minutes most days in the week. Try to reduce stress. Let's breathe. Find a way to breathe well. I just realized that a lot of people don't breathe, actually. They don't breathe properly. They think they breathe. Maybe that's why the president said, let the poor breathe. But Dr. Ochai, we have to thank you so much for reminding us yet again what really matters if we want to live healthy lives. So we're speaking with Dr. Lillian Ochai, resident doctor at LUF and PRO, Association of Public Health Physicians of Nigeria, Lagos branch. Thank you so much once again.